Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for all taking some time and showing up to this meeting. I hope you guys had a great show. My name is Lionel Dreshaj. I'm the Director of Sales at Setplex. Today I'm going to give you guys a brief introduction what we do as a company, the solution, the products that we have. And even though I recognize some faces here today, I'm going to assume that I do not know anybody, so I'm going to keep it pretty introductory. So anyway, let's start. So at Setplex, what do? We offer an end-to-end solution as far as IPTV and OTT is concerned. I'm sure you guys heard of end-to-end on the web, on other shows as well. But when we say end-to-end, we actually mean it. We mean it not just from middleware, encoders, and set-top boxes side. We also go the extra mile. We go to co-location, CDN side, and we have multiple co-locations throughout the world. And even if you do not have a point of presence on your location where you're trying to downlink all your content, we are able to guide you through this process and make this very seamless. So with Setplex, you can pretty much start any solution, any product, and you don't need any type of technical background because that's what we do. So I'm going to explain a few products that we have. I'm going to get in more in depth as we go on. Currently, I'm just going to give a few brief introduction of each product. So one of the products that we have is the middleware solution, which in our system we call Nora. Nora is a cloud-based or self-hosted middleware, and it's filled with all features such as TV, video on demand, catch-up, and radio, and pretty much all the functionalities of IPTV concerns. Next thing is what we call our encoder, we call Setplex. Setplex is a media player. It does the bread and butter of the product itself is encoding and transcoding, but it does a lot more than just encode and transcode, which I'm going to go on the next slides. The next thing we do is CDN. We do CDN solutions. We'll take your content and pretty much distribute it anywhere in the world. It doesn't matter how congested the network is. We partner with some of the major players in the industry, and I believe we can send your stream uninterrupted over public networks anywhere in the world. And one of the last things that we do, we also have a set-top box. Our set-top box we call is SP110. It's a set-top box that has a Broadcom chip. It's Linux-based. I'm going to get in more detail as I go on the next upcoming slides. So, as I spoke about earlier, Nora. Nora is the middleware. It's a fully management of your IPTV infrastructure. It does real-time authentication, billing, detailed reporting. It has all types of payment functionalities that you can charge. You could do automatic billing. Everything is done from the Nora side. You have all the basic functionalities as play, pause, fast forward, and all the way up to the more complicated features such as catch up or pause live TV, etc. There's other apps that we have integrated into Nora, such as third-party apps like YouTube, etc. Again, one of the bread and butter of Setplex is that we can set up a TV solution that could deliver pretty much live TV, video on demand, radio, catch up, features such as YouTube and games. As I spoke about earlier about Setplex, Setplex now supports about 20 features that are crucial in today's OTT and IPTV market. Obviously, encoding and transcoding, as you can suspect, but also other features such as ad insertions. When you encode your streams with Setplex, you can do ad insertions where you can interrupt the live signal with your own advertisement and then punch in and punch out. It could be done manually, it could be done based on time schedule, and pretty much as any other ad insertion company works out there. Other features, we do relay and restream playlists. You could create playlists and then stream them out as live channels. You can overlay them with your own logo. Other features that it does time shift. You can time shift pretty much any live feed to any delay of hours that you want, 6 hours, 10 hours. You could do 7 days up to 24 days, it doesn't matter. It's all UI interface based, so you can pretty much it's all in your control. It does also act as an RRD. So with Setplex, you can downlink all the channels, but you can control all the the scanning and everything from the satellite can be done from the encoder itself. It's from the encoder itself, as long as you have the frequencies, symbol rate, and pretty much just the basic functionalities. Other features that he has a built-in firewall, playback outputs. I'm not going to get into a lot of details, but if you guys have any more questions, please drop by our booth. Our booth is very close to here. It's SU9302, I believe. And you can see all this in action. You can see how it works, how it plays, and everything. So let's move on to the next slide. One of the features what Setplex does is, I'm going to go through the physical inputs. So the physical inputs that it supports are HDMI, SDI, DVI, component, RCA, S-video, and now Setplex also supports HDMI 4K and SDI 4K. Some of the streaming protocols that we support are the standards in the market, such as RTMP, RTP, HTTP, HLS pull, HLS push, MPEG-TS, HTTP, and UDP. The file formats that we support are MP4, FLV, MOV, AVI, MP3, MP4A. Thanks to the technology and how fast it's progressing, one of the products that we just launched, now with Setplex, we are able to encode up to 300 live HD channels on a 1U server. Basically, about 2-3 years ago, this took about 3 or 4 racks to accomplish. Now we can do all of this in one Setplex encoder, which is 1U, is this big. So, as I explained earlier about the SP110, it's a Linux-based. It has a Broadcom chip. That's the box that we recommend. But we also partner with some of the major players in the industry, which are such as Infomir, which you can find here, Amino, AirTies, Dune HD. We can integrate just about any third-party set-top box as long as they're API-based. We can integrate them for any set-top box you use. And then also Android. We support Android platforms. We have APKs. We also are able to modify the launcher. Also, what other end-user devices we support? We support smart TV apps such as Samsung, LG, also Android tablets, phones, also iOS. And we also support PC and Mac players, which they come as a standalone application which you can install in your desktop computer or your Mac, and you can just get the same features as you would on a regular set-top box. Okay, so one of the other features is, and this is what I believe makes Setplex very unique, is that we also go on that extra step and we offer the CDN solution. We partner with some of the major players in the industry, such as Akamai Level 3, and we're able to take your stream and pretty much stream it to any place on earth, pretty much, to any audience. And we have an extensive experience in this field, and I believe we do a really good job at it. Again, these are some clients and partners that we work with, we have done solutions for, and like I said earlier, you guys are welcome to come and see all this in action, live. You can view our demos, some are our features that we offer. Everything is being shown now in our booth, which is 9302. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys have any questions, please drop by our booth and we'll be able to help you. Thank you. Thanks again.